about to turn into the most obnoxious version of myself. I am overwhelmed by the fact that it is Wednesday. Recovering. I am in my feelings 2000%. I hope everybody's ready to craft. It is not even 9 a.m. Hey, hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Amy and it is so lovely to have you here. I am about to turn into the most obnoxious version of myself. Why? Because it is December. And while I know most of y'all are actually Halloween people, which I think is very cool, very understated, love it for you, I have always been more of a Christmas person. This year I did decide to give Halloween a solid go. I made a whole vlog about it. I will link it up top if you want to check it out, but this is really where my heart lies. I actually like Christmas music and I don't mind listening to it while I'm doing my shopping, so I thought in order to commemorate the occasion I would do a little Christmas challenge. Initially, I was just going to do a weekly vlog for the first week of December, but then I got overwhelmed, so I am not going to be doing that. Instead, we're going to be focusing on the first 12 days of Christmas. This works out quite nicely because the 12th is the last day that John has to work, and from there on, we're both on holiday. That, however, does mean that I have a lot of stuff I need to do, and I thought, what better way to trick myself into productivity than making a bingo card? The bingo card looks like this. We only have one reading prompt on there because I had the audacity to think that I could make everyone I love a handmade gift this year. I don't know who she was when she decided, but we're too deep to stop now. So what we have to do is the following. We have to decorate the Christmas tree. We have a really small Christmas tree and it's very pathetic but also so cute. Then I need to do a Christmas read, listen to Christmas music. I have been trying to move my body just a little bit more. I'm trying to keep it very unserious because I have commitment issues when it comes to exercise, so I want to try a Christmas themed Zumba class. I want to make a Christmas ornament, watch a Christmas movie, make a Christmas garland, do a Christmas themed drink, make Christmas tags for all of the gifts that I am making this year, bake cookies because 'tis the season, write a Christmas letter. So John and I are away, we're visiting my family for this Christmas period and I want to write his parents just a little note because we're not going to be there with them. And then lastly, I want to go look at some Christmas lights. I think all of this is doable within the next 12 days, but I do have to give you an honest recap of the situation. Today is actually December 4th. I started filming my weekly vlog and then got overwhelmed and we've pivoted to this instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch you up with past Amy while current Amy gets to some more things on this list. Hi friends, happy December 3rd. I am overwhelmed by the fact that it is Wednesday. As for yesterday, we did make some progress. I wanted to make my friend a photo Christmas ornament, so I asked her to send me her favorite photo of her and her husband from the year 2025. She did so. I cut out a little frame, put the photo in the middle, and it's really cute. So cute, in fact, that I made one for us as well, and I think it's going to be a new tradition, which I think is really cute. Speaking of cute traditions, I can't believe I didn't tell you this yesterday. My in-laws are actually the cutest and the bestest, and I kind of can't believe that they're real. For the past 3 years, John's mom has made us like a handmade advent calendar, and so we're gonna do a quick advent calendar haul. I've already shown off the advent calendar. It's the little brown paper bags, and she has written the days 1 to 24 on them in Italian because she is Italian. So before anything else started, we had to figure out the order of the gifts. We didn't use Google Translate whatsoever, no ma'am. We just logicked it and we actually got all of them correct. So a round of applause to us. Last year we got a drink for every day of Christmas, which was a lot of fun, but this year she's changed it up a little bit. For day one we got 2 little notebooks. They are very cute, they are pocket sized and we love them. Day 2 requires a little bit of a backstory, so John and I really like playing this word game. It's called Boggle. You have these letter die. They come in a 3x3 grid. You shake up the die, it comes in a little container, and then you have to make words and you're only allowed to use the die that are touching one another. another. So in a similar fashion, we got Dicey Words. It is a similar game, but not quite the same. It looks like a whole bunch of fun. If you want to know how to play it, let me know, and I will leave you a comment down below explaining the rules of the game, but I don't think people care that much, so I'm just going to breeze over that for now. For day 3, we got a teeny tiny little puzzle. It is the Mona Lisa. It is a whole 50 pieces. It is very cute indeed, and the pieces are really, really small, so we were obviously very excited about that. Anywho, John is on his way home, so I'm going to do some planning, I'm going to craft, and you're going to come along with me. Hello lovely friends, happy Friday. I thought I would give you an update before I go dark. I have a couple of things on my plate this upcoming weekend. I'm going thrifting with a friend tomorrow, and then we have a family excursion on Sunday, and so I don't think we're going to get to much of the Christmas list. I will try and film when and where I can if it is at all relevant, but I do have an update for you. My update is that I started reading Hogfather by Terry Pratchett. This is a wonderful Discworld novel. I love this world so much. I love this universe so much. I love his writing so much. These are so much fun. And in Hogfather, we are following Death as he tries to take over Santa's job, essentially. So in this world, they don't really have a Santa Claus per se. They have the Hogfather, but he really does fulfill the same kind of role. He gives presents to children. It's a holiday-themed book. In this world, the Hogfather has died, and Death has decided to take over his responsibilities. It is a hoot. I'm having so much fun. We also get to talk to his granddaughter, Susan. It's all a little bit wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey, and it is the best time. I'm listening to the audiobooks, and I love these audiobooks so much because Bill Nye does the voice of Death, but also the little footnotes that he leaves here and there. It starts off with some lovely music that just sets the tone, and I think the production quality of these books is just particularly good. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. I managed to listen to the first 33% yesterday while I was doing some household chores, and if my predictions are correct, then I will probably only be able to check in with you again on Monday. So enjoy some B-roll while I go have me a really lovely weekend. Hello friends, happy Monday. It is Monday afternoon, and truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little bit stressed because I made myself a bingo board, and I kind of have the belief that I have to tick all of the things off of the bingo board and not just get bingo. And we are running out of time. Today is the 8th. I am doing this until the 12th. I have managed to tick 4 things off of the list. There are some things that you have footage for. So we set up the Christmas tree, for instance. I made a Christmas ornament. But then there are other things that I do not have footage for. So I listened to Christmas music on the way to go see my friend this weekend. And also I did a Christmas themed Zumba. I will leave a link down below of the Zumba classes that I have been enjoying. It's very much an exercise from home kind of deal. So if you are worrying that you don't have the equipment or the resources or the gym membership, please don't. I will link some videos down below that I have been enjoying. I, however, am not going to apologize for not filming myself doing that. being on here is vulnerable enough, I don't need you to see me struggling to keep up as well. I have to complete at least one thing off of my bingo board every day if this is gonna work. I've decided to try out a homemade gingerbread latte kind of situation. I make John coffee when he comes home from work, and so I thought I would just spruce up our routine a little bit. I'm very excited to see how that goes. I will leave the recipe down below if you want to give it a shot, but I'll also update you and let you know how it is. On Saturday, I got to hang out with my friend Nicole. We hung out for like 6 hours straight. It was phenomenal. It felt like 3. We hit up a bunch of thrift stores, and then when she dropped me off at home, John had made us cinnamon rolls because he is the best. And so I have a little bit of a haul that I would like to share here. I'm very proud of myself. I only picked up 2 books when we went thrifting. I am on kind of like a semi-incentive based book buying ban. So I've tried doing book buying bans in the past and I am just really, really horrible at sticking to it. So what I've done instead is, for those of you who are new, I'm trying to read through my physical TBR. It's called Spine and Punishment. Episode 1 and episode 2 are out now. You can go watch it if you would like to. But what I've decided to do is I am allowed to buy 1 book for every 10 books I read or every 10 books I unhaul. I recently unhauled about 50 books. I made a whole video and I will link it up top if you want to check it out. But that means that I have 5 credits that I am allowed to use. I used 2 of them. So first up, I got Guards by Terry Pratchett because I'm having a Terry Pratchett moment and this one has dragons. It felt like a no-brainer. And then I also got Useless Magic by Florence Welch. If that name sounds familiar to you, it is because it is the Florence from Florence and the Machine. This is really, really cool. It's a compendium of a whole bunch of her lyrics. I'm not entirely sure if it's all of her lyrics, but what really drew me in is it's illustrated throughout, so it has some really, really cool bits and pieces where we have, I think, samples of her own handwriting. We have pieces of art. I'm not entirely sure if we ever get a full breakdown of what the images actually mean in relation to the song, or if it's just something that looks cool. But even if it is just something that looks cool, it looks cool enough for me to want it, so I got it. In other news, we also did a little gift exchange. She loved her gift, but what I got was this notebook, and she hand embroidered the cover for me, which I think is so cool. It's a lovely little notebook. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing with it just yet, but once I know, I'm sure I will update y'all. As for Sunday we had a family commitment, right? We went fishing. John is actually very good at fishing. He underplays how good he is at stuff, and we just had a little fishing outing, and I actually didn't do too badly. I did lose 1 big fish and hook a really big branch. I will insert a photo here, but I also managed to catch some stuff. Sometimes I feel like people get a little bit disappointed when I say we do fishing stuff because I am not very good at catching big fish. I have in fact never caught a big fish in my life, but I have caught more of the little guys, and so we managed to do a lot of that on Sunday. Monday, however, is here, which means that we need to be productive because I have a very long week ahead of me. I am making John a really elaborate Christmas present that I actually don't have time for, but we are committing, and I think it's going to be like an 80-hour week, which means we have ample time to listen to my Christmas book, but that is the update for right now, and I will talk to you again tomorrow and let you know how our drinks were. Hello friends, happy Tuesday. I am happy to report that the gingerbread latte was such a success that we're doing it again today. So I'm not entirely sure how you would do this if you don't drink actual coffee beans, but for those of you who are curious, what I ended up doing was the recipe calls for a couple of spices and then a couple of wet ingredients and sugar. So I mixed the spices with the actual ground up coffee beans and I just boiled it like that within the mocha pot. It was delicious. We ended up with this really aromatic, spicy coffee. I also saved the remnants of it because we didn't drink the full pot, and I had it again this morning and it keeps really, really well. So I would highly recommend trying it out. We're keeping the festivities going. The Christmassy thing on my list that I wanted to do today was to write letters to my mother and father-in-law. We're doing Christmas with my family this year, which means that we are not going to be with them for this festive season. And I thought a little letter with their gifts would be nice. I'm not going to show you the letters because they're not for you, firstly, and secondly, they're really cheesy and emotional. And I am actually currently still recovering. I am in my feelings 2000%. It also took me far longer to write them than I initially thought it would, so we're a little bit behind on all the other tasks that I need to do today. You know, things are getting really stressful when I make myself a little schedule, right? So tomorrow, which is Wednesday, we're going to be tackling the garlands and the Christmas tags. On Thursday, I'm making cookies because John and I always do like a little coffee date on a Thursday. And then on Friday, we'd like to watch a Christmas movie after looking at some Christmas lights. We've got a fun week ahead of us, but in order to enjoy all of the cool, fun Christmassy things that I planned, I need to get through my everyday work things. So I'm going to go do that and then we'll chat again tomorrow. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody's ready to craft. It is not even 9 a.m. and I have set up my Cricut, my handy dandy Cricut Joy. This is not sponsored. I wish it was. But we have some stuff to do. For the Christmas bingo card, I am going to be tackling our garland and our Christmas tags today. So as far as the garland goes, I have pulled out some brown and some white paper. I live in the southern hemisphere, so although Christmas is internationally recognized as a snowy, wintry season, it is downright summer where I live, so I feel like a gingerbread motif is just far more accessible and relevant to where we're at. And then for Christmas tags, we are doing these really cute Christmas coasters for everybody. Everybody's going to get a regional bird. These are not finished yet, but I'm thinking that the tags can also be kind of bird themed. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing for the tags just yet, but I think the best course of action is just to start. So I'm going to put in my Christmas audiobook and we're gonna get crafting. Hi friends, happy Thursday. So yesterday was somewhat of a success. I managed to make myself a Christmas garland. Let me just go fetch it quickly. What I ended up doing was going with a gingerbread house followed by a tree, followed by a gingerbread house, and so it continues. I initially wanted to do a horizontal garland, but then I decided on like a vertical one instead, and truth be told, I kind of hate it no matter which way it goes. So I don't know if this was a success, but we did do it. As for the tags, I tapped out of that one and I'm probably going to stay tapped out of that one. I have 18 different tags to make, and through it all, I am doing John's very elaborate Christmas gift. If you are nosy and curious, please do stick around because I am making a whole video on that process. It's going to be very cool. I cannot tell you what it is just yet because John watches my videos like the supportive partner he is. So today, what we have on the docket is to bake cookies, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to get around to it today. My deadline for John's gift is tomorrow, and so I want to get as much work done as possible. We want to have a cutesy little celebration for the fact that John is done with work for the year. He only started working this year, and so it's kind of a big deal. We want to go look at Christmas lights and potentially watch a Christmas movie, so I don't want to be tied down with other stuff. I'm going to try and finish other stuff today. if that makes sense, and squeeze as much Christmas festivity into tomorrow. I have about 2 hours of my book left. I have some pretty administration, brain dead heavy tasks coming up my way, and so I think I'll listen to that while I do that. But all you need to know is that we need to read books that make us laugh more. Why don't we do that? Why am I guilty of reading books that only make me cry? I need books that make me laugh too. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I will update you if I decide we do need cookies for morale. But for right now, I've got too much stuff to do, and I'll see you in a little bit. I seriously overestimated my capacity. I ran out of steam and crashed so hard. But we did have a lovely Friday night. We never got around to baking cookies or watching Christmas movies, but John and I had a little outing on Friday. I went to a bookstore, we saw some Christmas lights. I did finish The Hogfather by Terry Pratchett, and I really enjoyed my time there. I would recommend it for anyone who's trying to reconnect with their own inner child. Anyway, folks, that's all I've got for you this week. Please tune in to see what I've made for John, and I hope you all have a beautiful festive season. Bye.